was single, I was 24, and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
I know that you think that it's that bad, but honestly, it's a lot worse.
I've decided I no longer have time for anyone who's going to treat me like I'm an option. You either see my worth and act accordingly, or you can get the fuck out of my life.
Bye, have a great time.
Yes. I'm 40 plus and now I know my worth. So you either act accordingly or you're out. Okay, bye. You know? Bye. Okay, so these women, guys, it took them some time. 40 years, 50 years of allowing bad men into their lives, pricing themselves as objects on the dating market, dismissing the good guys. But now that they're 40 and 50, now they know their worth. And it's expected out of us, men with self-respect, to just take them at face value and say, oh, okay, let me be on Prince Charming. It's not going to happen. But guys, welcome back to the content you love to hate. And today's episode is about single moms. As you can see, Ampu is already quite upset, but he's gonna have to restart his mood to get upset 2 minutes later. But let's get started with this woman, guys, and let's see what she's ranting about.
So, my Tuesday rant, apparently. Why y'all dudes always be trying to tell me stop being mean and I can get a man? Y'all don't realize a man is the easiest thing to get. Oh, and y'all say I'm being mean because I don't know loyalty, consistency, not lying, and not being on no bullshit or playing games is basically me not accepting for less, and that's being mean? That's funny. That's crazy. Y'all done set the standard so goddamn low out here in these streets. It's a shame. But baby, baby, a man the easiest damn thing to get. I don't want one. I don't want them. You good. I'm going to keep being mean. I'm going to keep having my bar set real, real, real high. And y'all not being able to reach it. It is what it is. You don't like it? Don't bother me, boo.
A man is easy to get, yes. You can just spread your legs and men will pile up. But a man is hard to keep around a person like you. You know, you can get a lot of men. That doesn't mean that they will stay or they will respect you, which is what you're looking for, am I right? Second thing, a lot of masculine energy on this woman, and I just don't get it. If men wanted something masculine, they will just be gay, right? They will just go for the man. We don't need to go for a woman that behaves like a man. That's a second thought. And third, what's so funny about these women, guys, is that they try to put themselves as being this diamond, right? This gem of a person that you don't want to miss out on and all that. But it's funny because not even they believe their own narrative. Like if these women had a son and they were picking a wife for their son, they wouldn't pick themselves, right? They wouldn't pick a person who is like them. I would go even as far as to say that if they were selecting friends, they wouldn't want a friend who has the same characteristics as themselves. A person who is arrogant and naggy and bitter and with all this masculine energy, you know, with all this arrogance. So it's hard to believe in a person's point of view that they are of such high worth when not even themselves will stand to be by themselves if they were another person, right? But now, guys, let's move on to this other woman. And let me tell you, divorce is hard. But you know what's harder? Dating after divorce. Let's have a listen.
I am back from my date. It's 9, so that's not bad. I went with what everybody kind of suggested, which was number 3 with the jeans from 1 and 2. He was nice. He showed up. He drove 2 hours for our date, and we went out to dinner. He opened my door. He was respectful. He did all of the right things. Just not it. And he lives 2 hours away, and it turns out like he runs the company nationally, so he travels all the time. Like all the time. So he lives 2 hours away. He has kids, which is normally great, but he literally runs the company at a national level, which is great. I like ambitious people, but I know how much those people travel. So he was in Vegas this week, just got back today, and is leaving already on Monday. It's impossible. Like, it is simply impossible to see each other at a level that I want from my partner.
No, you know what's impossible? To please modern women. There is no pleasing them, guys. Like, picture this man, right? She herself mentioned he did all the right things. He behaved traditionally, he picked her up, he paid for the date, he took her to a nice place. He was good behavior, you know. And think of how unique it is that he owns a company at a national level, okay? Not many people do that. This guy is rich out of his mind. Like, picture how rare is that? And this woman dismisses him because, oh, he lives 2 hours away. And also, she doesn't like the fact that he doesn't have time for her. It's like, women, guys, will want guys who are rich, but at the same time, they want them to have a lot of free time for them. Madam, this is why they are rich, because they don't have a lot of free time. You can't have both. It's like women contradict themselves all the time with their demands. Like, they will say, oh, I want a guy who's funny and, you know, who is really entertaining. But at the same time, I want him to be really serious and stoic and dangerous and to stand his ground, you know? So picture, I know, a clown with a bazooka or something. And then they also want this. They want men who are rich, but also they have a lot of free time to watch Netflix or whatever not. It's like, guys, it's impossible to meet these women's demands. And it's absurd that this guy has it all. He has everything, but it's still not up to this woman's unreal expectations. Let's end this TikTok.
When you add in the kids and living 2 hours away and careers, that's just it. But you know what? The company was good. The conversation was good. It was nice to get out there. It's nice to experience people. I like connecting, but the verdict's out. I'm still looking for my husband.
Yeah, he's just not it, guys. He has it all. He's not enough. I love it. On the other hand, think for a moment, what does this woman offer to him? Barely anything at all. Like, men are just looking for a companion. They're not looking for money. They don't care about your money. They don't care about anything. They're looking for a companion. And they offer so much. Like, this guy offers so much, and he's still not worth it. Make it make sense, gentlemen. You know, in the past, a guy like this will be just, women will be thirsty for him. They will be following him around, right? But nowadays, women's expectations are so unreal. They are impossible to meet. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our last divorced woman and let's see what her experience is.
So I found out yesterday my divorce has been finalised, and honestly, that hurts. Like, my ex-husband is an amazing man, and I never went into marriage thinking it was going to end. So the fact that it's now officially done, it's been a lot, and that was on top of what was already a bad week. You know, I found out I'd been made redundant. I reached out to the situationship guy, which was stupid. I don't know, I thought maybe it might make me feel better. It didn't, so I had to go back to no contact. So when you're going through shit, just know it is okay to not be okay. And
what a coping phrase. It's okay not to be okay. If you guys sometime mess up your life real big, just say, you know what, it's okay not to be okay. No, it's not okay in this situation because you are to blame for everything. She is the one to blame for her marriage, we can only assume. Now, we don't know what happened, but of course she is. Then again, she has a situationship. By the way, this woman has been on the channel multiple times. She makes like 3 TikToks a day talking about a different situationship. And mind you, this is a dating coach. This is a dating coach who is divorced and is constantly run through by situationships. It's even worse than getting financial advice from a hobo that lives under a bridge. But that's the case, gentlemen. Like, these women, their life are so messy. It's such a ruin of a life. And they are the ones in the center, right there on the spotlight. They are the ones who make all these wrong decisions. This is why most women who are divorced are not viable options. Not because the mere fact that they are divorced, which is already, you know, speaks a lot, but because oftentimes the remedies they take, the decisions they take after the divorce are equally as pathetic as the reason why they got divorced in the first place. But let's end this TikTok.
And just take the time you need to kind of process things and spend some time just trying to make yourself feel better, because life can be fucking difficult. And I know for me, like, I really struggle with rejection, and so this is just another thing that I'm gonna have to process. And when life feels like it's falling apart, it does give you the opportunity to rebuild it again. So just know, if you're going through shit, you will be okay and you will find your happiness.
Yeah, guys, you will find your happiness, she says, after the last 10 years being absolute misery. One mistake after another, all the time rejection, all the time situationships, all the time run through, constant problems all the time. But let's just believe that we deserve happiness by the mere fact that we exist, that we don't have to fix anything or improve anything to achieve what we want. Just this TikTok is wrong on so many levels. And again, this is a woman that has been making mistakes for the last 10 years. And even before that, with her marriage, with everything, guys, everything. Honestly, this guy that divorced her must be looking at these TikToks and think, oh, gosh, I'm so glad I divorced this woman. And I think, gentlemen, you should do as well. I think you should have a prayer to God and then just thank God that you're not dealing with one of these women. Even if you're an atheist, I don't care. Thank whoever you want that you're not dealing with these women, because they are really bad options, guys. But we'll be closing this TikTok right here. I think these videos are quite telling. I don't even need to comment on them. Just by watching them, you get the overall idea. But leave me your thoughts about it down in the comments below, gentlemen, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.